Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. In today's video, I am going to be answering questions that I asked you for in a couple of videos. I've compiled a list here that I will try to get through as quickly as possible so that I don't make the video terribly long. But before I get started, I do have a request to make. I am hoping that as you watch this video, you could pick out your favorite question and go ahead and answer it for yourself in the comments below. I really love learning about all of you, and I think it would be fun if you could go ahead and answer one of the questions that you like. You don't have to make it just one, you can answer as many as you like, but if you could at least answer one question, I would be really appreciative. I would really love that. Okay, so why don't we go ahead and get started and let me answer your questions. All right, the first question that I am going to answer is from Renee, and Renee is one of the sweetest people that I have gotten to virtually meet through this YouTube channel. And I think she knows how special I think she is. But here is one of Renee's questions. She asks, how did you decide to start a YouTube channel? So in starting a YouTube channel, I think I had thought about it for several months, maybe even a year or two, just kind of in the back of my head, but never thinking I would ever really do it. But it was always something when I would watch other YouTubers my age, I thought it looked fun. But I was also petrified of putting myself out there and the haters, the mean people that are on the internet. And it's kind of funny that the push that I needed to give that boost of confidence to actually start came from both of my sons. I was having dinner with both of them and I was telling them that I was thinking of trying this, and I said, but I'm scared of the people that are going to be mean. And they were very sweet and supportive, and they were telling me, Mom, even the really, really popular YouTubers have haters and you just have to ignore it and just go on. And I thought that was really great advice, and it really just gave me the little boost of confidence that I needed to just jump in and give it a try. All right, this next question is from Last Kissed 9435. And she asks, what are your favorite summertime reads or books? And I do love to read, and I will say mainly my favorite genres are, I love like thrillers, like psychological thrillers. I also love like sappy romances. So generally I like to read those, all throughout the year. I don't save anything special just for summertime. I have recently, well, it was back in the winter time, a few of my neighbors decided to start a book club that I joined. And it's been really great, especially like the social aspect of getting to meet some neighbors that I didn't really know all that well. And I'm really enjoying it, but one thing I will have to say is that it's hard in not being able to just pick out things that I want to read. And I'm not the type of person that can read like 2 novels at the same time. That's way too much for my head. So I've been sticking to what is required for the book club. So I'm not making choices on my own. So I'm not reading anything now that I can tell you that I really enjoy. But I do love, like I said, thrillers, and I've read most of John Grisham's. I really like his books. I love Nicholas Sparks, so those are the types of books that I like to read all year long. All right, Sunset Shabooms 4558 asks, what are you and your husband's plans for retirement? Do you plan to travel, sell or keep your home, move to another state, new hobbies? She has a whole list of things there. So thank you for those questions. As far as retirement, I know it's not all that far off, but really we haven't made any kind of concrete plans on what we want to do in official retirement. I do know that I have 2 sons that live in this area. I say in the area, they live One is 45 minutes away from me. The other one's like an hour and a half away from me. So close enough. If they end up being in this Chicagoland or Midwest area, I would like to be here in some capacity because I would like to be close to them. And if grandkids and all of that, I would like to be close to that. So maybe we've talked about going someplace for a couple of months in the winter time. We love North Carolina. That's actually where we lived before we moved up here to Illinois. And I would be very happy to spend a couple of months in North Carolina. That would make me really happy. So right now that's kind of the plan and the idea, but nothing is absolutely definite yet. As far as wanting to travel, yes, we do want to travel. We both would love to go to Italy someday. We have not been there, and that is on both of our bucket lists. But unfortunately, travel right now has kind of stopped for both of us together at the same time because of our dog Louie. He's 12, and it's really hard for him to stay at the pet resorts, and with my son's not living here, it's hard to get someone that I trust and that he's comfortable with for, you know, if to have someone stay at the house. So honestly, travel with me and my husband has come to a screeching halt because of Louie, and that's fine because you know, he is 12, and I worry too much about him when we're both away. I mean, a night max is what I feel comfortable leaving him at this point, but we do plan on traveling, and it's something we both like to do. So we definitely will be traveling in the future sometime, but just not right now. Any new hobbies? I don't know, right now YouTube keeps me really busy as my hobby. My husband's got all of his own things. I do have certain things that I always say that I'm gonna do, like, you know, my mother crocheted, and I always think like, oh, I'll teach myself to crochet maybe, and you know, there's always certain things like, you know, like different styles of cooking that I would love to like master, and you know, things like that. So who knows if there will be any new hobbies in the future. Lynn Ann asked, why do you and so many YouTubers continue doing Stitch Fix? They always seem so painfully off. And then she also went on to say, she had DM'd me over on Instagram, and she also went on to say that she like prefers to see the videos of like Walmart hauls and different other clothing store hauls as compared to like the Stitch Fixes. So I obviously can't speak for other women that do the Stitch Fix videos, but they are very popular here on YouTube. So obviously one reason that I like to do them is that they do well on my channel and people seem to enjoy them. So I love to give you all what you want. So you seem to like Stitch Fix, so I can stick with it that way. And part of me still does enjoy getting them. I've been kind of in a rut recently with my Stitch Fixes, but I guess it's kind of like the gambler's brain where I am always thinking the next one could be it. So it's still fun to get the boxes, and that's why I personally like to do them. But I do love doing the clothing hauls on my own and picking out things myself. That is much more of what I prefer, but I still do enjoy getting the Stitch Fixes and doing those videos. All right, the next few questions are from Sheila Hall, and Sheila, I think you've got numbers on the rest of your username, but I think I dropped it off. But Sheila is another one of my longtime subscribers that is just an absolute sweetheart. You will see Sheila commenting on every single one of my videos, and you will also see her commenting on other YouTubers' videos, being just as sweet and supportive. She is just the best. And one of Sheila's questions she asks are, do your friends and family know you have a YouTube channel? And obviously my family does know that I have a YouTube channel. And I would say my closest friends know that I have the channel, but I have not told everyone. It's not something I just volunteer. Like, I have not put it ever up on my private social media. Like, I have my private Facebook account where I, you know, catch up with high school friends and whatnot, and I have never mentioned anything over there that I have a YouTube channel. It's not that I'm embarrassed of it, but it's just very weird still to think of people that I know watching me. And I know that sounds funny, but for some reason it's easier to think of talking into this camera to someone that, you know, has never really met me. That sounds so odd, but I don't know why that is, but my sisters watch and my mother-in-law watches, and I do have a couple of some of my best friends, she watches, and I do have some friends that watch every once in a while, and you know, that's fine. And I've gotten comfortable with that, but I don't know why I have that weird feeling that it's harder for me to think about people that know me watching me. I don't know. Sheila also asked another, I thought this was a really great question, and she said, has the channel changed you at all for the good or not so good? And I really was trying to give this a lot of thought, and I think one of the things that this channel has done to me, I guess, yeah, is that I was always a shopper to begin with. So this channel has really amplified that, because you need the content and you need things to share. And I mean, that's just the type of channel that I've created. It is a lot more shopping than I used to do. So I don't know, I mean, is that good or bad? Financially, it's probably not the best, but it did make me more of a shopper. I'm still enjoying it because I just like that. I do like to shop. So that was one way that it's changed me. I always have worried too, since I started this, that I want like who I am to be coming across to you. So I've asked my big sister Kathy this a lot. Like I said, is it me? Are you seeing me when you watch my videos? And she assures me that yes, it's me. So she knows me almost better than probably anyone. My sisters know me probably better than anyone. So if she says that what she's seeing is like who I am in person, that's really important to me, because I wanted to make sure that that's what was coming across. And I guess you're never really sure, because obviously those of you that I've never met don't know what I'm like in real life. So it meant a lot to hear that from my sister, that she says that yes, that what she sees on my videos is who I am as a person. So I'm glad that I haven't seemed to change who I am as a person since this channel. I guess I want to keep like the essence of who I am as a person. I want that to always be like, just remember where I came from type of thing, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Sheila asked another question, and she said, what was like a favorite meal? And I love food, probably too much. And I enjoy going out to dinner, and I enjoy sometimes really cooking at home. But when I was trying to think of my favorite meal, like immediately a memory jumped into my head. 2 years ago, my husband and I were celebrating our 25th wedding anniversary, and we went to Isla Mirada in the Florida Keys. And we were staying at the Chica Lodge and Spa, and it's a lovely resort, by the way, if you're ever wanting to visit Isla Mirada. It was an absolutely beautiful place. But anyways, we ate one night. We decided to stay at the resort one night and eat dinner, and we ate literally right on the beach. And they had the string lights like kind of up, you know, through the palm trees. And so obviously the ambiance added to that being my favorite meal. So it was just such beautiful scenery. And then we had this fish dip, which my husband wanted to order, and I like fish, but it can't be really fishy tasting fish. So I wasn't sure I was gonna like it. And they make this fish dip down there with the fish that you can only get in that area, and it's called wahoo fish is what it is what I found out. This fish dip was so amazing. I mean, I think my husband got a tiny bit of it and I devoured it. And then I made him order that as an appetizer at every restaurant that we went to the rest of the time that we were staying there, because it was so good. So for some reason, when she asked what my favorite meal was, that memory just immediately popped into my head. So it was a dinner that we had at the Chica Lodge right on the beach, and that fish dip, I still think about it. All right, we are moving on to a question from Denise. I think that's how she says it. It's so pretty. It's Donice Everett 2209, and she asked, do you get a lot of mean comments being a YouTuber? And then she also asked, do you get notified? And unfortunately, mean comments do happen. I'm glad to say that it's not the majority. Most people that watch my videos are absolutely lovely, kind people, and they leave such sweet comments. And then there's those few people that sometimes I wonder, like, would they say this to a person if they saw them in real life? Would they really say these things to a person in real life? It's always what I'm wondering. So unfortunately, mean comments are part of doing this. Still don't like them. Still, I can read 10 really sweet, kind comments, and there's one that is not very nice. And which one am I like thinking about? I'm thinking about that negative one, and I'm so trying to change that, but I mean, it's just, that's a work in progress. And then she also said, do you get notified? Well, YouTube does have this feature, which I'll admit that I didn't even realize this was available for a very, very long time. When you sign into your account about your channel, there is an area where they hold inappropriate comments, is what is something to that effect. And you click on this, and some words or something have flagged this comment from YouTube, and it's not being shown on your channel. Like, you have to approve the comments that are held in this area. And the first time that I found it, what was shocking to me is that there were some comments from some of my viewers that are sweet and kind, and there was nothing in there that was inappropriate or mean, and I had no idea why they were being flagged and held there. And then I felt bad thinking that my viewers that left this thought that maybe I deleted them or something, but no, they were just like in this holding area that I had no idea about. But occasionally you do get comments in there. They have to be, I feel like, either they've been completely kind comments that somehow it was an error that they were in there to begin with, or they're really over the top inappropriate, and I think you can get the gist of probably some of the comments like that. So there is also a filter that you can put into YouTube. If you put in like certain words, maybe, you know, I don't know, nasty words or something, if you put those in, it's supposed to filter the comments that might have those and then hold them, that you would have to approve them before they would show up on your channel. All right, Sunny Days 5329 asked, what is a song on your playlist that might surprise us? And she also asked, is there something about you in general that might surprise us? I thought these were really good questions, Sunny. So the song on my playlist that might surprise you, I had to look through my playlist songs because I have very eclectic taste in music, and I have just, you know, just about everything on there. Well, not everything, but I do like a lot of different kinds of music. And scrolling through my songs, something jumped out to me that might be a surprise to some people, but I have Barry Manilow on in my library, and Copacabana was the one that kind of made me giggle, thinking like, oh, people are probably gonna laugh that I like Barry Manilow's Copacabana, but I do. I like Barry Manilow. I think he has an amazing voice, and the Copacabana, I mean, how can you not sing to that song if you hear it? I just love it. So that might surprise people that I have Barry Manilow on my playlist. And then when she also asked something in general about me that might surprise you, and I was trying to think what might surprise you about me in general, and this usually surprises people that don't know me too well. When my husband and I got married, we actually eloped to Las Vegas. Is it called eloped to or eloped in Las Vegas? I'm not sure how you're supposed to word that, but anyways, we eloped. He proposed to me on a Friday, and then we flew to Las Vegas the following Tuesday and got married Wednesday. So we were only engaged 5 days. So I think that that's something maybe interesting that not many people would know about me. And the last question we are going to wrap it up with, this is from Mary K 7251. And she asked, what would you tell your 13-year-old self? And I love this one too. I was trying to think what I would tell my 13-year-old self. I think what I would tell her is that stop comparing yourself to other girls, because even the girls that you think are so smart and beautiful, they are having insecurities too. And I would also tell her that she just needs to listen to her gut. That if she just listens to that inner voice throughout her life, it's really going to help her stay on the track that she's supposed to be on. And I would also tell her that in spite of life just sometimes being hard, and you will go through hard and sad things, that overall though you are going to create a really beautiful life, and it all works out. It definitely all works out. Well, that is going to be it, friends. I hope that you enjoyed getting to know me a little bit better. I know I could have included some more questions and asked for more questions, but I just know how chatty I get, and I did not want this video to go on forever. So I do hope it was enough that you could learn just a little bit more about me. And again, if you could please, please, please just pick out one of these questions that you really resonated with and answer it in the comments. I would absolutely love that. All right, so that is going to be it for today, but thank you so much for taking a little bit of time out of your day to spend with me. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you all next time. Bye.